do it for you. Baby, don't forget. Yeah, baby, got me. Love is yours. If it come down to love is yours. Let me show you how I prove love is yours. Love is yours. Love is yours. Love is yours. Love is yours.
Tamika was over there too. She was stepping.
Man, I didn't know. I had
well,
no
you found out you used to tab the clubs.
Listen, low-key rap. I'm a low-key rap over here. I'm a low-key rapper, okay?
I see.
Oh, Tamika.
I did not hold up a wall. I was killing it.
What's up, people? Good evening, everybody.
What's up, people?
Good evening.
We'll bring us in, A-Buck.
Yeah, what is going on? A beautiful, beautiful world. I hope everybody's staying safe. I know the weather is crazy out there. This is a special edition tonight of the Floor is Yours podcast and Mogul Media TV. We want to just actually come in and talk to you guys about something and someone that's very special to us, the Floor is Yours and Mogul TV. Find a little bit more about what's going on with the Conversation Summit and who one of the major players are that are bringing this summit together. And you guys might not know who that person is, but we call him Flex the producer. Some of y'all call him Rod, some call him Gerard. Some people call him Flex Arcana. I call him Flex Arcana. Flex Arcana. But we're gonna bring a little more information to you. We want to be purposeful tonight, and we definitely want to let you guys know that hey, this summit that we have planned is something that's community driven, and the passion behind it really has started with Flex and Tamika coming together and building something beautiful that I have an opportunity to be a part of. So I'd like to say thank you both for the vision and the opportunity to share this vision and be a part of this momentous, event that we are planning. So with further ado, I want to, I guess I'll kick it over to Tamika. She'll kind of lay the scale for us tonight on how we'll move through and some of the ideas that, Tamika went away. So we're going to, while we wait for Tamika to come back, I just want to say that, again, if you have not, like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to get you, Mika. Like, comment, subscribe on all our Facebook pages. We are slowly coming back as Floor is Yours podcast. So stay tuned to more events that we have coming up. Stay tuned to the new podcast that we have coming and the elevation of the conversation. And that's the Conversation Summit.
Yeah.
All right. Tamika.
Awesome. Listen, good evening, y'all. Good evening. Get hyped, because we are here to talk to y'all about this good Conversation Summit, all right? If you have ever wanted to get a spotlight on your business, now's the time. Now is the time for you to learn how you can connect with us, how you can get a good spotlight on your business to your local community and to the world. That's what we're doing. We're here to bring the conversation to your city, to Dallas-Fort Worth area. All right. So if you're a small business, large or small, doesn't matter. Come join with us. Matter of fact, check out the link. I'm sure you all have seen me posting about this Conversation Summit business promotion. So click on the link in that post, so that you can sign up to secure your spot. Spots are limited. However, what we're doing tonight, as Angelina told us, or as Ladybug said, we are going to be talking about Moshe, introducing you all to Moshe, and then we're also going to, talk about the Conversation Summit, ways that you can connect and be a part of the conversation, because everything starts with a conversation, and you want to be a part of the conversation, right? But we have something really, really good that we want to talk to you all about. Which is the pitch competition. OMG. I'm excited. I know Gerard and Ladybug are excited as well. Y'all gonna have to get with me with this, with these other names, okay? These alter egos we're dealing with right now, okay? Y'all have to deal with you.
You got one for me.
That's right.
Talking to y'all about the pitch competition. I'm so excited to share with you all about all of the prizes that we have pulled together, and we have other amazing partners that are tapping into providing good prizes for the pitch competition winners. So we're going to be talking about all of that tonight. So y'all, sit down, buckle your seatbelts, get your notepad and pen too, because some good conversation about to happen. So
Amen.
let's go. Let's start it with Moshe. Gerard founded Moshe, so we're going to start this with him. Gerard, can you tell us a little bit about Moshe? When did it start, and why did you start Moshe?
It was all a dream. No.
Hey!
Word Up magazines.
So yeah, if you follow me, been around me a number of years, you know my passion for people, to help people, resource people, just to be there and be what people need. Not to get too religious, but Paul in his in one of his letters, he talked about being all things to all people, and not being literal about that. But people need a number of things, and what I learned that is most needed in our community, not most needed. One of the things that's most needed is people just need to see you there, see that you care and that you're empathetic to their issues, and I let that drive how I move, how I react, how I interact with people. So that kind of led me to try to figure out, like, where do I fit? Where's the need the greatest? And I just saw that there was a lot of mentoring programs out there already, whether for kids, males, females, couples, whatever. And then I saw there was a lot of organizations out there that are offering these services, for whatever it is that they're needing to be mentored in. But the disconnect was, how do you get these people together? You always find people looking to be mentored or needing help. And then these people with all these services, it's like they struggle to find people to lend their services to. And I saw there was opportunity there to bridge that gap. And that's where I thought Moshe would be, as a community resource organization. I didn't want to just be another mentoring program, because there's a lot of good ones already out there. So that's kind of what drove the idea to start this organization.
I love that. I love that. So learning more about Moshe, what are some of the things that you're hoping to do with the organization? I know we're starting here, and you're based out of the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So, what are some things that you're hoping to do with Moshe?
Yeah, it's a good question. My thing is a number of things. First is boots on the ground, right? We could talk all day to people about what they should and shouldn't be doing, but I've learned, and shouldn't be doing. Well, I learned that, man, don't just talk at people, get out there and interact. And that's when you really can intimately get to know what they're dealing with. Because, we can have all the ideas like, man, you need to do, or you shouldn't be, but it's something special when you are boots on the ground, interacting, living with them. And I take that back to my days in the military. I remember my first duty assignment was my first deployment overseas to Bosnia. And I remember where we lived with the locals. We were with the Muslim population, and just a little brief, history on that. They were in conflict with the Christian church. And what happened, they was literally trying to work them out. And just being there and listening to their stories, we worked in the community. We build wells, and so they can have clean drinking water. We repaired roads, and just a number of things that we did. And just listening to their stories and being there with them, you was able to gain a level of understanding that I wouldn't have been able to do just watching it on the news or hearing it from working out from people. So fast forward to now, I like being able to be boots on the ground, listening to people, understanding them intimately about what are their needs and their challenges. So
I love that. I love that. And I'm glad that you hit on your military background, because I was now going to ask you about the acronym Moshe and what does it stand for. And looking at some of the words within it, it reminds me of military terminology. So Moshe, can you hit it? Tell us a little bit about that acronym.
Yeah, and just saying for the audience, the military, we use acronyms, and not just the military, but a lot of organizations. But that's what I learned, how to use these acronyms, and it helps you remember what these organizations or whatever the phrase, what it stands for. And Moshe, it's the Hebrew name for Moses. And if you're familiar with the Judeo-Christian faith, you know the significance of Moses to the faith and how he brought the people of Israel out of bondage. And it's thinking about that concept, it's like, how do we help our people and bring them out of the bondage, whether it's self bondage or it's, you know, whatever, what's the word I'm looking for? Discrimination or oppression from others. It's a way out. And one of the ways first is, you know, if you know the story of Moses, he mobilized the people. That's you know, right. And if you go before that, after he received the instruction, you got to know what the instruction is, but he did mobilize his people. And after he mobilized them and got them out of there, he organized them, you know, in the wilderness, and they all received their assignment based off of their strategic. I'm misstating that. Organize them, and then they begin to strategize based off their what's the word I'm looking for, y'all?
You organize, strategize, their location, demographics, what?
All of that, yeah, demographic, but their skills. It was such a simple word, and I was making it so hard. But they begin to strategize based off their skill sets, and then after you do that, it's simple, like help each other. It's the H. Execute the mission. It's for the E. And so it's really a simple acronym and business model that I use to say, hey, what can we do in these communities to specifically help them based off their needs? And again, it's real simple, but you can do wonders if you come in with a plan and make people believe and buy into it too.
And explain to me one of the things that you want to accomplish most with the summit as it gears up for its first landing. What is one of the most positive things that you think that the summit will accomplish? And it's got a lot of things that it's accomplishing. Bringing community with the leaders, and you know. I think that, but creating this type of platform is extremely unique. There aren't people that are doing that. We see a lot of these Zooms and they're all prettied up, but there is nobody that's really out here doing this. I want to say that. And so, and that's sincere about it and definitely understands how important things like these are to the community. What do you want to accomplish with the summit in your area?
Yeah. So it's two real main focuses. One is building and fostering healthy relationships. So I'm big on relationships, and that's intimate, business, partnerships, you know, companionship, whatever it is that, you know, relation is pretty much just basically how two objects relate to each other. And, you know, I remember always hearing people say, hey, I'm just going to do me and don't worry about me. But it sounds good, but that's not realistic. Everything I do and even what I don't do affects other people. So it's understanding that relation. How do we relate to each other? How can we build and inspire and once we understand relationships better, I think we can do a better job at promoting and fostering those healthy relationships. So that's one aspect. And the other one is equally as important, but you talk about generational wealth. And, you know, you've heard me say that we are the hardest working people on this planet. I really believe that. I agree. So, but the thing is, what are we working and how are we working and what are we doing with the money that we're making? You know, we can work 50, 60, 70, 80 hours and it really don't significantly change our situation. So what I've learned is that sometimes it's not a lack of finances, it's what we're doing with our finances to build that generational wealth. So just, you know, being around some smart people who've done it, and I didn't have to recreate the wheel. There's programs and processes out there that teach people how to build generational wealth. And one of my favorites is through entrepreneurship, building a business that helps take the burden off of you having to work so hard, if you will. And, you know, it gives you purpose. It's something that you can be proud of. You can pass down to your family and it develops. And, you know, we learned during COVID, like you can have one of the highest paying jobs out there. But when it's time for their business to shut down, what are you going to do? What do you have to fall back on? And people that addressed that need or that issue beforehand, they were in pretty good places to help sustain them while, you know, the country worked through COVID. So it's those two things: relationships and entrepreneurship.
And I just want to quickly jump in there and say, there's also another coaching program out there. It's called the $1 Million Mogul. So make sure you go out to Mogul Media, make sure you go out to their website and participate. The $1 Million Mogul will help you and energize her to build her career, to build whatever it is in your life that you want to put your energy to. I'm a part of this coaching process. It's an amazing process. And it's been very life-changing for me, as you guys will see in the coming months. It's really shaping me and who I am. Having this information before me is one of the most important things that has happened in 2023. So again, I just want to say that coaching inside of our community, and Gerard says something that's really important. And the reason why I smile so big is he said, putting yourself around smart people. And when he said that, I looked down to Tamika, because it doesn't get any smarter than this woman right here on this screen. So if you take a moment and you're listening to this, whether it's now or later, please go out to Mogul Media TV and sign up for the $1 Million Mogul. It's a great coaching. It's great coaching. And so if I sign off on it, you know it's real. So go on out there, definitely continue to be a part of our extended family. So I want to definitely talk about, and I know Tamika's got some few questions she wants to run through, but one of the special parts about what we're doing with the Conversation Summit is introducing small businesses. And so again, this is a community-based focus that we have here. And so if you could give me a little bit more information about the businesses that we're bringing forth, some of the vendors that we're having. And I'd like to say big ups to the directors of a couple of the directors of Moshe. That's Terrence Williams and Deborah. And I'd just like to say hi to them. And me and Tamika are also founders of Moshe as well. So any questions you guys need, you can hit us up on all our platforms. Most people know who the Superman of real estate is, and your homegirl of real estate as well. And so I just want to go ahead and make sure I punch and tag everybody, because if you're not supporting, then again, you are not doing what you are supposed to do inside your community. So we need to be out here supporting each other and what we are doing, because it has worked. It does work. We just need to be a part of the work. So go ahead, Tamika, and go ahead, Flex, and tell us a little bit about the businesses and the vendors that we're going to have on site.
Yeah, so we do. We have a few vendors that have signed up already. One of them is, it's Superman T Wheels. It's his wife. So y'all that follow us, y'all know Superman, but
Miss Jamaica,
yeah. She's an RN, but she has a business to where she does the infusions. So let me let Mika back in here. Here we go. But she does the infusions.
She's working with that Android. That's the Android. But I ain't saying nothing.
Yeah. But yeah, she does the infusions where she into the IV, she can put those the B vitamins, the C vitamins. I think what she told me is that when we take these vitamins, that our body only absorbs like 30 to 40% of them.
Wow.
However, when she's putting it into the IV, you're getting your daily supply, whatever these vitamins and other essentials that your body needs. And I've talked to a few people who got them, and they swear by them. So she'll be there offering her service. Some of the partners we have, Mr. Nigel Jones, he does web design and marketing and coaching in that area. So if you have a business and you need to expand your digital reach, your digital footprint, if you will, he'll be there to offer his insight and experience in that arena. We have Mrs. Serena Matthews. Man, if you watch some of the previous, she has a wonderful story. She's a breast cancer survivor. And what I'm learning is people that serve, they have been through something, not always, but a lot of times they have been through something, and it makes them appreciate life on a different level. And that's definitely her story. But she created an organization called I Create Peace Foundation. And that name is for me, it was pretending I talked to her about it, but it says I create peace. and it's their self-responsibility to take charge and like what's needed for me to gain peace. And it's whether it's in the community, in your home, at your job, your health, physical health, your mental health, your spiritual health. It's a focus on self, but she gives you those tools, if you will, to really understand how to build and maintain your peace. So those are a few businesses we got some that's signing up pretty regularly that we'll talk about on other episodes. But like I said, it's a lot. And these are, again, businesses that they built themselves. They were inspired to start their own business. And we want to encourage y'all, even if you don't have a business, just come out, be around like-minded people and be inspired. So
absolutely.
Yes.
I love it.
I love it.
Can I just say that I'm grateful to be connected to some amazing, phenomenal leaders, community leaders, right? Like you're leading the charge into ushering in a change, ushering in a change in mindset, a change in the way that people move and connect and communicate with each other. This is what it's all about. It's about having that conversation and keeping the lines of communication open that allows different things to happen for the betterment of the community, the leaders, the people, for everybody. So I'm just grateful to be connected to to y'all, okay, to all y'all.
You are in the front of all these wonderful people, and that's where it should be, because you're looking at it right here. These are leaders and shapers, and they're shaping these conversations in these communities.
And you said mindset change, and that has to happen because we learn a lot of wrong ways to do it. And that was me. I was passionate about what I believed, but I was passionately wrong. So, just having an open mind and getting around folks and that are, again, that's been there and done it, and being able just to sometimes just hush and listen,
Right.
Yeah.
And
That's
Sister
good.
Tamika said, it's the new, what did Tamika say the new currency was?
Relationship.
Relationships are the new currency. And so knowing that, this is one of the major things that I think that we're building relationships, bringing people together, building businesses. Those are relationships. You have a relationship with those people. And so that's a part of being the conversation. You're being a part of this relationship. Yeah. I think go ahead.
I was going to say another thing too about that is, the relationship and the entrepreneurship, it goes hand in hand.
Yes,
I don't think you can do it alone, but part of it is understanding that we need to, we talk about equality, but I don't think we can truly address equality without addressing the equities in our community.
Come on.
Yes.
Come on.
Because when as we were developing this program, we had the conversation like, what's the charge? What's the charge? We was like, man, we're trying to reach the people that are disenfranchised, the ones that may not have the financial, ability to pump in a lot of money, but they had the dream, they got the vision. They just needed a little help. So we kept the call like really low. For adults, it's only $10, but for kids, it's free. So we really want to get everybody out and really understand, like, man, we want to do what we can to really help get you where you need to be.
We're even gonna feed y'all. We feeding people. People come in. We're gonna even give you some entertainment. We're gonna have production bring us a wonderful play, and then we're gonna honor some wonderful people along with that. So we've got a jam-packed day on March the 17th and the 18th. That's the Conversation Summit. It's happening at the Embassy Suites in Frisco. So we want to make sure that you guys go out to our Eventbrite, theconversationsummit.com, our website as well. If you need more information on how to donate, please go to Moshe.inc. Moshe is a wonderful organization that's bringing this wonderful event to you. So we want our supporters and friends across the board to come and be a part of the conversation. I know Tamika has a couple of more questions. I have one too. You got any more questions on that long list of sheets you got over there, Tamika?
Listen, y'all know, you listen.
Now we already know.
No, so I think we're good on the questions. But I'm just excited about talking about this pitch competition. I think that's going to be the one thing that I know there's a lot of companies that want to be a part of a pitch competition, and a lot of pitch competitions, they have like all of these long, hard, red tape design questions and requirements that really prohibits a lot of businesses from being able to participate. But again, because we are in our give back mindset of wanting to make sure that we are helping as much as we can, we are eliminating a lot of that red tape. We
Yeah.
want businesses, we want small businesses, medium-sized businesses, whatever size your business is, we want you to come out and be a part of the conversation. We want to make you a part of the conversation. And so how does that happen? With the pitch competition. Come out, and as you know, as Gerard said, you don't have to have, made millions of dollars in your business.
Right.
You may just need some support or some guidance along the way, but you have that really, really good idea that you feel it within your soul that it can be something. You just need the right people to support you, the right people to be around, to have the right mindset, the positive mindset to push you when you're feeling a little low. Come on out and tell us about your idea. You never know where it could go. You
Yeah.
never know where it could go.
And same for the kids. Like,
Yeah.
I think when we get the kids when they're young, before their mind is tainted with all the problems of this world. I sound like I was in church getting ready to preach. But
Come
man,
on,
you get
Pastor.
the minds. Yeah, come on, Pastor. If you get their minds, you get their minds when they're young, and when they believe that they can do anything, and you don't have to reinforce that message later. Get them
Yeah.
while they're, trying to figure out where they are in life and what they like and where they want to go. So we really want not just adults, but we want kids, to
Yes.
their business ideas. So, some kids just need to be spurred. And I'll encourage your parents or guardians, ask your kids, do they want to have their own business? And ask them, what do they want to do? And talk to them, have that conversation with them about that, because it's important and it's life changing.
It really is. It really is.
Absolutely. Go on, Mama.
No, go on, Mika.
No, I was just gonna say, and like Gerard said, if you have kids that have an entrepreneurial spirit about them, encourage them. Encourage them to tap into their passion, tap into their interests, which is going to lead me to something else that I want y'all to go check out. But I'm gonna leave that for a moment. But I want you all to think about bringing your children. It's free for the children to attend. It's free for the children to participate in the pitch competition. As a matter of fact, it's free for everybody to participate in the pitch competition, isn't it? Right? And you just have to have pay your $10 seat, have your seat in the conversation, and
Come on,
get prepared.
That's right.
Right. And so again, we're removing all barriers to entry. We have removed all barriers to entry. All you have to do is show up and be prepared to talk about your idea or your business, to make sure that we hear you, to make sure that you are able to get the feedback that you need to continue to move forward. But with that, with these two categories, we're going to have 3 winners per category. Like, hello. 3 winners per category. So if you're an adult with your own business, you'll be in that category with the other adults. And if you are a parent-child duo who has a business, or if it's just your child and you're supporting your child, there's a separate category for kids. And there are 3 winners that'll be from that too. And I'm just excited because I don't know if y'all know, but I love kids. I love to empower kids. If y'all can hear my kids in the background, you would understand that I love it. Mika love the kids.
It ain't a party unless your babies ain't in the background. We are definitely accustomed to the children. They call me Auntie Angie. They be like, and sometimes they just be like, we don't want to. Sometimes be like, we don't want to talk to that lady today.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, so the Conversation Summit is all about helping. It's about supporting. It's about bridging the gap between, and having that conversation, being that bridge from the leaders to the people, so that things can be changed, conversations can be had, people can feel heard. And is just sparking that conversation. It's sparking the conversation. So we have as Angela said, we have a full 2-day lineup of amazing conversations, amazing panelists, amazing presenters, and that all-day event on Saturday for the kids. Listen, bring your kids. You don't even have to watch the kids. We got a whole event planned for them all day long while you are being fed and nourished with knowledge and education and communication with the conversation.
Yes.
I create peace, man. She's gonna have a lot of good stuff for the kids. Yeah. And I'm just saying, you know, when we talk about investing, you know, we'll buy our kids, we'll go out way to buy our kids phones and tablets and
the
you know,
newest
games.
ever, the best tennis shoes, the night.
And that's all good and then, but I'm telling you, in these type of investments, they last for lifetimes, and you know, it'll never wear out. So it's $10 in a few hours out of your day to come and really expose your kids to something that don't come around often. So it's worth it.
So that's theconversationsummit.com. Get over there, reserve your ticket, sign your child up, and just get ready to have a good time. In less than 30 days, y'all, in less than 30 days, this is happening. It's happening. We want you to be there. Okay. I'm just gonna be serious. We want you to be there. But if you're not there, the show must go on. Okay. We really want you to be there.
And there are prizes. There are cash prizes, there are business prizes related to helping you establish your business. So it's not just all fun. We are conducting business and we're helping you build yours. So, you know, don't let the elements of a free event pass you by. It's worth coming to. It's worth bringing your family to. And you remember, most of the time when we step outside this door, we're spending $1, we're spending $2, we're spending $3. Here's an invitation to you to create a better and bigger foundation with your children, to step out on a limb and do something that you haven't done before, and come to our own little Shark Tank and just be a part of the fun. Get to speak with the elected officials in your community if you're in that area, and even if you're not, come and see what other communities have to offer. It's okay to move, and it's okay to be a part of new things. This is something new, but it's definitely something worth being a part of. And so that's March the 17th and 18th in Frisco, Texas. Don't forget to go to theconversationsummit.com, visit Moshe.inc to find out how you can donate, become a vendor, and be a part of our future events.
Yeah. And so one of the business, she would have whooped my butt if I didn't highlight this. My little cousin, she's going to be a vendor, but she's also providing a service for. She has the 360 photo booth. She is 16 years old.
That's right.
Look at that.
Her own business, people.
Yeah, her mom is big with entrepreneurship. Her mom's an entrepreneur as well, but she passed that knowledge down to her daughter. And I'm going to share this, and we can just there's no sound, but we can talk about it as I share.
That I cannot wait. Her name is Maggie. She is 16 years old. That has a startup business. If you're looking to rent a 360 booth, please contact her. It's a little grainy, but it's also out on our Facebook page. It's in the DFW area. And this is something that is so adorable, but she's 16 years old. Amazing. It is time. If you have not started knocking down those dreams or fulfilling your vision board, take a chance. That's all you got, you know? So take that chance. And that's all it is. And, you know,
her mom helped her. And that's the thing. And it's so important that the parents are involved. And even if you don't know how, this event is for your parents too. Man, we're going to be there talking about how you can be inspired, you know? So don't let not knowing keep you from coming. Like, we got all kind of tools and resources there for everybody.
This is good. This is good. So thank y'all for having this conversation tonight. So make sure y'all share this out. Share this with everybody that you know. If you know somebody in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, Frisco, Little M, all of those local areas, share this with them. Let them know that the Conversation Summit is happening March 17th through the 18th. Right? If you're there, anybody you know that's there, you got a friend, best friend, used to be best friend, send it to them. Okay? Send it to them. Let them know to visit theconversationsummit.com and go ahead and reserve their seat. It's only $10. $10, y'all. $10. Reserve your seats.
Only for the adults.
Only for the adults. Just for the adults. Kids, at no cost, free 99. Okay. No cost for the kids. And they have an all-day event planned for the kids all day Saturday. So you'll be able to be fed while your kids are being fed as well.
I love it.
All right. So this is good.
I love
All
it.
right. What else? That it?
That's it.
I think we got everything down. Let's make sure you guys go out, like, comment, subscribe, be a part of the Mogul Media family, streaming on every freaking platform you can think of. Okay. And there's some great content on that site. If you go out, there are other shows out there that you can be a part of. Crock Pot Moms. We got a new show that talks about moguls and business on Mogul TV. So make sure you go out there. There are other opportunities for you out there. And also, if you've ever thought about being a part of a podcast, or you want to build your own business and branding, reach out to us. We have the contacts and the information and the know-how that you need. So remember, we want to also create our platforms and what we're doing to be informational, so that as people move inside of developing and figuring out who they are, they know that there's a place that they can go to get that information. And we are that. So again, I just want to say thank you, everybody who's stopping in tonight. If you're watching this now, you're watching this tomorrow or later, just make sure you're watching, you're taking notes, you've signed up, you're a part of the Conversation Summit. Send comments to our email. Again, I'm Angelia Allen, Conversation Summit, aka Ladybug. Parting thoughts are this: there is no time like now. Okay, there's no time like now. There may not be this opportunity tomorrow. Don't squander your opportunities. If you have a business and you want to be heard, we want to hear. We're here to listen.
Yeah. And mine are real quick. Some people talk because they got teeth and lips.
Ooh,
Bars.
People, you know, some people just complain because I guess it feels good. It gives them an excuse to stay where they are. Man, these don't happen often. And here's the other thing: we're leaving Dallas and we're coming to a city near you.
Come through.
We got some that we're coming. So man, be prepared, man. We're traveling. We're traveling. Mika?
So my parting thoughts are: chase your transformation and trust your process. Everything there's a process in everything that you're trying to achieve. You must have a mindset of perseverance so that you can achieve. But at the end of the day, you got to keep chasing whatever that transformation you're desiring for your life.
I love it.
Shall I roll the outro now?
You should roll the outro. Thank you, guys. Wonderful night.
Let me do it for you. Baby, the floor is yours. Yeah, baby, got me. The floor is yours. If we come down to the floor is yours.
Break it up. Break it up.
Let me show you how proof the floor is yours. 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 The floor is
Hey.
Bye, y'all.
See y'all tomorrow. We back on here. We got a special treat for y'all tomorrow, so look out for us.